find common elements in three sorted arrays. Right, now let's see it. So this is the question. Given three arrays sorted in increasing order, find the elements that are common in all the three arrays. Right, so we need to basically find the intersection of all the three arrays which are sorted in increasing order. Right, so for example, in this case there are three arrays A, B, C, and the common elements are 20 and 80. Means these two elements are present in all the three arrays. Right, so now let's read what is written over here. You don't need to read input or print anything. Yeah, so if there is no such element, return an empty array. In this case the output will be printed as -1. Right, so the expected time complexity is big O of n1 plus n2 plus n3. So n1, n2, n3 are sizes of these three arrays respectively, and expected auxiliary space is this. But we'll solve this problem using big O of 1, means we'll solve this problem with constant space. Right, so now let's see how we'll solve this problem. So let's suppose there are three arrays. Array A. Okay, let's before proceeding with three arrays, let's solve this question for two arrays, two sorted arrays. So let's suppose there are two sorted arrays, 1, 3, 7, 8 and 9. Right, and there is a second array called B, which is 2, 3, 6, 7 and 8. Right, so if we need to solve this problem for two sorted arrays, how could we solve it? Let us think. So basically our naive solution would be start with this element and check this element in the whole array. If it is present, we'll print that this element is an intersection of both the arrays, and again start for this array and iterate through whole array, again start for this one and iterate through whole array, and keep on printing if the element is present in the second array. So talking about this approach, it will be of O of n square if we follow this approach. Right, big O of n square. If we follow this similar approach in three sorted arrays, the time complexity will further increase to big O of n cube. Right, so that is not an ideal solution. Right, big O of n cube is way too high. We need to think something else. So we need to take care of the fact that the array is sorted. Right, so what we can use over here is two pointer algorithm, two pointer approach. We'll maintain two pointers I and j and check for I equal to j. If they are equal, we'll increment both, otherwise we'll increment the smaller one. Right, so let's take a look example. I is over here and j is over here. Compare I and j. So they are not equal, and I is a of I is less than a of j. So we'll increment I. Because why we incremented I first? Because see, this array is sorted. Right, this array is sorted in increasing order. So if the number, if see, a of I is smaller, we need to increment that only, because we don't know whether this will come over here or not. If we'll increment this, there is a probability that we will miss the element. Right, for example, let's suppose there is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is one array, and there is an other array called 2, 3, 4. Right, we maintain two pointers I and j. I and j are not equal. If in this case we increment the bigger one, means we'll increment j, so there is a chance that we are missing these two. Right, if these two we are missing if we increment j, because we can't now compare these two. because now next time if I'll come here, the j has already been incremented, we'll miss this. So we always need to take care that we need to increment the smaller one. Right, now you guys have understood why we need to increment the smaller one, because there is a chance we'll miss the intersected element. Right, so we'll follow this similar approach in this example. So keep on incrementing the smaller one. If it is equal, increment both, otherwise increment the smaller one until any of the pointer reaches beyond the length of the array. Right, so this was the case for 2 arrays. We'll follow the similar approach with 3 sorted arrays. If there is another array, we'll follow this similar approach. We'll maintain, instead of maintaining 2 pointers, here we'll maintain 3 pointers. We'll increment the minimum of all of these 3 pointers and keep on incrementing until any of one reaches beyond the length of the array. Right, so now let's implement this. Also there is a corner case which we will need to take care of, and I'll explain you in a couple of minutes what's the corner case, which is very important in this question. So let's start with initializing 3 pointers, j equal to 0, k equal to 0. Right, we have maintained the initialize the pointers, which is right. So now we'll check until any of the pointer reaches beyond the length of the array. So we'll simply write a for while loop, and inside the condition I less than n1 and j less than n2 and k less than n3. Right, so now what we need to do is we need to check. Okay, first of all, we the returning type of this function is array list, so we need to create an array list. Right, so let's because we need to return the array list at the last. So let's create an array list arr equal to new array list. Yep, so we created a array list which is empty initially. So if okay, sorry, where is that gone? Yeah, so if initially I and j and k are equal, we'll simply add it into the array list. If a of I equal to b of j, okay, equal to c of k. Right, everyone will initially write this condition, but take care, it is not a valid condition in Java. We need to enclose it, we need to check it pairwise. Right, so initially writing this a equal to b equal to c will give you a compilation error, runtime error. So we need to enclose it with boolean and bj equal to ck. Right, so if a of I equal to b of j and b of j equal to c of k, this implies that all the 3 of them are equal. We'll simply add any of these 3 elements because they both are equal into the array. So let's suppose we added, right, and we'll increment I plus plus, j plus plus, k plus plus. Right, oh, we need to add these 3 in the loop itself. Right, now else if any of these 3 are not equal, what we'll do is we'll find the minimum of these 3 and increment that part. Right, so for example, this array is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, which is sorted indeed. What we'll do is we'll find the minimum of these. So here the minimum of these are 2, so we'll increment the minimum part. So in this case 2, there are two 2's, we'll increment them both because they both are equal, and sorry, the minimum of these 3 are 1, sorry, so we'll increment 1. In next part, the minimum of these 2 are these 3 are these 2's, so we'll increment the both 2, right, because they both are minimum. So else what we'll do is we'll find the minimum. To find the minimum, we'll just use the math minimum. Find the minimum, which is a of I math dot min b of j comma c of k. Alright, so what I've done over here is I've chained, this is called chaining of functions. I've applied one function inside another function. So this is math.min and this is math.min inside the parent math.min. So what it will do is it will return the minimum element from these two, and it will check with the minimum of these with a of I and return the minimum of all the threes, right? So this is a good point to note over here is, yeah, so we got the minimum element of these three. So what we'll do is we'll increment that, which is that pointer which contains the min. So if a of I equal to min, we'll increment I plus plus. If b of I equal to min, we'll increment j plus plus. If c of I equal to min, oh, it's j and it's k over here, we'll do k plus plus, right? So what I've done over here is initially if both of all the three are equal, we'll add the element in the array list and or increment all these 3 pointers. Else we need to check which is the minimum element. For example, if this is in this example the one is minimum, we need to increment only the minimum element, right, not the larger element, because that will that's what I have explained you earlier, because it will cause the problem, it will cause error in the program, right? So else we'll increment that part. So now I think it will work. Return ARR, right? So let's compile it. K cannot find symbol. What's the problem? Array list, common elements found, cannot find symbol. Okay, have I used capital K over anyone? 71 line. Oh, I have used capital K over here, and the problem is ARR. So what I can do is integer, because I don't think int variable type can be used over here. Yeah, so the output is 2080. Yeah, we have 2080 and 2080 over here, right? But I will not submit this solution because there is a corner case which I am missing right now, right? You guys have might guessed it. For example, let me tell you what's the corner case. Okay, so for example, there are 3 arrays A, B and C, and these 3 arrays have 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2, right? So what now this version of program, what it will do is it will add every 2 of the iteration, right? It will start with here, it will check these 3 are equal, it will add it in the array list, then it will increment all these 3 pointers and it will check again for these 3, they are again equal, it will simply add it in the array list again. But that is not we want. It is we need to just find the duplicate elements, not the duplicated elements. Means if 2 is duplicated 3 times, we don't need to print it 3 times, we need to only print it once. So we need to take care of this. So how will solve this corner case? Let's check. So initially we'll okay, let me explain you first of all. What we'll do is, first of all we'll check, so first we'll add this 2 in the array list, right? So array list will be 2 initially, right? And now when we come over here, we check if array list size is greater than 1 and the element which we are adding is already present, so we'll not add it simply. If now again we'll check for this, we'll simply check if the element which we are going to add is present in the array list. If it's present, we'll not add it, right? So now let's see how we'll do that. We'll store array list size in a variable called size. Now what we'll do is, if size greater than 1 and ar dot get size minus 1 equal to a of I, we could use any arrays variable, a of I or b of j or c of k, doesn't matter, because all the three are equal. If that's the case, what we'll do is simply increment the variables, pointers, right? We don't need to do anything, right? So we don't need to do anything. If that's the case, I think that should work. Let's test for custom test cases. Okay, I have written it. Okay, what's the problem? 74. And Java line 74. Okay, what I have done over here is, initially the array is I equal to j equal to 0. Now if size greater than 1 and ar of get size equal to, what we'll do is simply add that I was missing. So that was just a problem. I basically moved this piece of code outside the if loop. That's why it was getting giving the null pointer or whatever the problem was. So what I've done over here is, initially if the elements are, all the pointer elements are equal, right, we'll check if the array list size is greater than equal to 1 and if that element is already present in the array list. If that's the case, we'll do nothing, we'll just increment the pointers and we'll do continue. We don't need to do this. And if that's not the case, we'll simply check, we'll simply add it and increment, right? If the pointer elements are not equal, we'll simply check the minimum of them and increment the counter accordingly. So that's how it worked. We need to submit it now. I guess that will work. Yeah, so it worked. So that was a good question where the corner case was the point that's very important. Initially when I tried this problem, I missed that corner case and I got the wrong output after submitting my problem, the code. So it was a good question indeed. We need to take care of the corner cases as well while doing the problems. Thank you.